Welcome back to another episode of Kasey Talks Critters. This episode's going to be a little bit different. Today we're going to talk more so about the Zen critters. Nothing in particular. We're just going to go over some questions that you guys asked me, and hopefully I can educate you guys on all the critters that we have here in the office. Well, maybe not all of them. We have quite a few, but I do want to give you some updates on some of our critters. So stick around and make sure that you are following us on all of our social media platforms. We are on TikTok, we are on Instagram, Facebook, Pinterest, LinkedIn, and this episode will also be on your favorite podcast platform, so make sure to listen to it there. So let's get started with some questions. Wait, hang on guys. Make sure you stick around to the end of this video so that you will see all of the amazing clips that I took at Flora Fauna Conference in Windham, New York. It was absolutely stunning and I can't wait to share them all with you. So the first question I am going to answer is, what reptile started my obsession with reptiles? And actually, it wasn't even a reptile, it would be an amphibian, and I was obsessed with frogs as a kid. I loved catching frogs. My family has a lot of property up in Maine, and it was perfect habitat for these guys. There was tons of pickerel frogs, leopard frogs, American bullfrogs, different toads. I had such a fun upbringing, being in nature, able to experience these animals, numbers of garter snakes as well. It was just a fun thing, and I didn't really know at the time what herping was. I was just a kid playing with little critters, and now I know that it's an actual study. Herpetology is the study of reptiles and amphibians, and yeah, it's just really cool that I was able to experience all of that at such a young age, and I really urge you, if you have children, to bring them to places that they can experience nature. I really think it's so enriching for your life and their lives to be able to be so passionate about something, even if it's not something that they're super interested in. It's a great little outlet to bond with your kiddos. Since we're talking about frogs first, let's show you this cool frog that we have here in the office. He is one of our red-eyed tree frogs, and they are so cool. Obviously, they get their name from that bright red color in their eyes, but they also have these cool orange toes, as well as this awesome blue striping down the sides of his body. Unfortunately, he's a little sleepy right now, so we're not going to bother him too much, but I wanted you guys to get an up-close view of this cool little frog. This enclosure with the red door is our red-eyed tree frogs.
Love red-eyed, they're so iconic.
When you think of a rainforest frog, this is what I think of.
Well, you see, you think of that, I think about the time that I used to be paid to dress up for the Rainforest Cafe as Cha-Cha the Frog.
Oh my goodness!
Literally, I was their mascot. I dressed up as you. I feel like I'm meeting a celebrity.
Yes, oh, this looks like a jump is happening.
Wow!
That was the best. So, that happened. He is not feeling it. I'm gonna give him to Em, see if he'll sit for a second.
Here you go, you wanna come and hang out with me? Woo, we're gonna go into here. There we go, look at you. You're gonna perch there, there we go.
Yes.
That's gorgeous.
So we have 3 red-eyed tree frogs in this enclosure. They're all about almost a year old or just about a year old. Again, nice, humid, hot environment for them. Well, not hot, humid.
Nice and humid. And look at this incredible enclosure. I can see an 80-80. Is this a Star Wars themed enclosure?
It is.
Wow.
So I based it off of the planet Endor, or the moon rather. And there's some tiny little Ewoks in there. There's an X-Wing up there.
Ooh, it's just so great how creative you can get with a Zen. I mean, I think the 2x2x2 has to be one of my favorite sizes.
Absolutely.
There's just so much you can do in there. And tell me about this red door. I've never seen a red door on a Zen habitat. What is that about?
So this is something that I kind of did as an experiment. So these frogs are nocturnal, and that doesn't give us a lot of opportunity to see them during the day because they're all sleeping. So I've given them the red door, and I've put their light cycle backwards. So their lights come on at night and go off during the day, but the red door, it blocks enough light, but we can still see in.
Wow, so it's kind of like tricking them into thinking that it's day when it's night and it's night when it's day.
Correct.
Oh,
yes.
I love it. Awesome. You want to go back up there? You want to get on the fungus? Because you look like a fun guy.
We actually created a video of this build, so make sure you go take a look at that as well. So our next question was, how do we get the reptiles here in the office? Do we breed them in-house? Do we purchase them? And honestly, it's a mix of all of the things. So here we have Ernie, our crested gecko that lives here in the office. I actually, on my own time, breed crested geckos, or I'm going to be breeding crested geckos once they're large enough. So maybe we'll have some more crested geckos here in the office that came from my personal breeding project. Other than that, most of the animals have been purchased here from either breeders or local pet stores. We have rehomed a few critters from local people who could no longer care for them, or wanted to get them a new home here in the office. So yeah, we've gotten animals from all sorts of ways. Ernie here was actually from a crested gecko breeder, and he's just a really, really cool guy. The next sort of physical enrichment that we're providing, which does also go under environmental enrichment, is this really cool hamster wheel that we got for our geckos. So I tried it with our 2 crested geckos, our Chihuahua gecko, and our leopard gecko. It seems that Ernie, our crested gecko, seemed to enjoy it the most. Ideally, this is something that we would not be forcing our animals to do. This is something for them to do on their own terms. I introduced the wheel to all of them so that they could see what it was, how it moved, but really what we should do is observe this via camera so that we're not stressing our animals. Okay, so this is one of my personal baby geckos that are here in the office. They're actually going to be moving to my home today, so this is the last time they'll be in the office, but I just wanted to show you guys how small in comparison this baby crested gecko is. They are just so cute. Crested geckos are definitely one of my favorite reptiles. They're so personable, and the difference in patterns and everything is just amazing. These guys come in so many different colors and variations, and I just think they are just a stunning, really cool animal. All right, say bye to that little bug guy. All right, friend, let's go home. While we're talking about geckos, someone asked, how is Shortcake doing? And for those of you who don't know who Shortcake is, she is our newest ambassador animal species, and she is a baby Leachianus gecko. These guys are so cool. They really do look like moss. They have the best camouflage, and I can't wait to see this girl grow up. Leachianus geckos are the largest geckos in the world, so she's going to be a pretty substantial gecko when she's full size. Let's take a look at her. Okay, everyone, this is Shortcake. She is our baby Leachianus gecko. Look how cute that little dinosaur face is. She is amazing. We recently got her at the Flora Fauna Conference from an amazing gecko breeder. She is going to be housed in a 2x2x4 Zen Habitat Enclosure, so she's going to have tons of arboreal space, and it's just going to be really amazing. But yeah, that is our little girl right there. Very cool. One of the questions I was asked was, what is my favorite Zen Habitats product? And besides, obviously, the enclosures, I think my favorite product would have to be the Zen Cave. It is this massive resin cave that has a nice slate top. So it's multi-purpose. It's a hide, it's a basking area, it provides an area for your dragons to file their nails down when they climb up it. It's just a really, really great product, and it's massive. I don't know about you guys, but like the pet stores that are around me never have large hides. So I really like these, not only for bearded dragons, but I like them for blue-tongued skinks. I like them for ball pythons. I think it's a really excellent hide. This is the Zen Cave. Look how big this is. It's amazing. And I just pulled this out of our ball pythons enclosure, and I have my hands inside, and it is so warm in there. This slate top gets nice and toasty. So right now it's probably, I'd say, about 100 degrees Fahrenheit. It's a nice toasty place, and depending on your basking light wattage and how far away it is from the cave, you could achieve a much warmer temperature. So say if you have Euromastics that need like 135, you could definitely get this slate nice and hot. Another accessory that I think is phenomenal is the Zen Habitats Bio Basin. And this is basically a plastic basin that you can tape into the bottom of your enclosure to make it watertight. So you can do things like bioactive enclosures and not have to worry about any leakages from the moisture in your substrate. So that's another product that I think is really great, and it fits either a 2x2 footprint or a 4x2 footprint. I've also hacked and DIY'd a few of them and taped some together to make massive ones. So I made an 8x4 foot by 4 foot one for our Artegu Rosie. So this is a really fun question. Someone asked, what is my dream setup for my dream reptile? So you may have caught in previous episodes, but a sailfin dragon is definitely on my bucket list of critters. I just know that their care is very intensive and it's just not something that might fit my lifestyle right now. But when I get to that point, I can't wait to make an awesome sailfin dragon enclosure. I would do it as a 8 foot by 4 foot by 4 foot tall enclosure, and I would add in a nice waterfall with lots of lush plants and plenty of branches to bask on. So instead of doing something that's really tall, they really enjoy having length with the height. So I think by providing something that's 8 feet in length with really long branches, they'll have ample opportunities to express their natural behaviors. So we got a ton of bearded dragon questions. So I'm gonna go grab a friend and let's go through all of those questions. All right, so everyone, this is Zoe. She is one of the bearded dragons here in the office. She is a really sweet girl. I love this dragon so much. And I figured she could help me answer some of the bearded dragon questions. So our first one is, bearded dragon has to go to the vet. Do you prefer a harness or a carrier? And honestly, I prefer a carrier. The car can be stressful, the vet visit can be stressful. So if we have them in something that's quiet and dark and confined, they won't get as overstimulated by the other lights and sounds of the veterinary office as well as the car. Harnesses are great. I think you could also put the harness on just in case they unzipped the carrier and got out in your car. I do like the idea of harnesses for outside enrichment time, but I think for a vet visit, a carrier would be preferred. All right, our next question was, I have a 4x2x2 Zen Habitat enclosure for my bearded dragon, and I want to know what is the right UVB length tube. So I like to put in a 36-inch tube in a 4-foot enclosure. So that's going to give you 75% coverage over the top of the enclosure. Someone also asked, can there be too much UVB? And actually, they can be, and it definitely depends on the species. If we're talking about bearded dragons, it has to be pretty high UVB for them to get affected, but they absolutely can. They can end up with burns and things like that from too much UVB exposure. Let's take a closer look at Zoe because she is a really cool dragon. She is actually a leatherback morph, so I want to show you what that looks like. So she's got these really nice soft scales and this beautiful patterning. She's just a really, really cool bearded dragon. We were also asked, what is our dusting schedule for insects being fed to bearded dragons? And what I personally like to do is I always dust with calcium without D3. If you provide the calcium with D3, you can get an overdose of D3. So they're getting it orally, and then they're also getting it when they convert calcium via their UVB light into D3. D3 is a fat-soluble vitamin, and so it's stored in the fat cells. And if there's too much of it, you can end up with a toxicity. So that's why I opt to use just calcium without D3. And then once a week, I also do a light dusting of vitamin A and a multivitamin. You guys had some awesome questions about the enclosures specifically, and one was, do you think we'd ever make enclosures for tortoises? Now, We don't have a tortoise specific enclosure, but I could definitely see using our extension kits like we did with Rosie our tegu for a tortoise. So instead of using the 4-foot high enclosures, you could definitely do the 2-foot high enclosures and put it up on a stand, and it would be like a tortoise table. So depending on the size tortoise you have would obviously depend on the size enclosure you need to make. So for Rosie, we have made an 8x4x4. I would definitely do like an 8x4x2 for a number of smaller tortoises like Russian tortoises or leopard tortoises. Okay, this one is a question that we are asked all the time. How do I get suction cups to stick to the Zen Habitat enclosures? And honestly, I don't. I'm not a huge fan of suction cups, unless they're the weird vacuum ones where you have to push in and then click them into place. Other than that, I feel like the regular wet suction cups don't do anything. I do prefer to use command hooks, so the 3M command strips with the little hooks attached are perfect for hanging different accessories like vines and branches. I find those to work the best. The great thing about our enclosures is that every enclosure comes with support bars, and each support bar can handle up to 25 pounds. So you can hang your lighting from it, you can hang plants, you can hang vines, different climbing structures. They're really a multi-purpose use, and I think it's just great that they're automatically there. We had mentioned Chip earlier in this episode and that he has a Zen cave within his enclosure. I was also asked what kind of heat do I provide for Chip, whether it's under tank or overhead lighting. And for me, I actually prefer overhead lighting, and that is because it's more natural and it mimics more of that sun warming up things versus the ground warming up, which wouldn't happen in nature. So I have very good luck with just doing overhead lighting, and my enclosure stays nice and warm, and it does mimic that sun cycle. Something we also do for Chip in regards for lighting is we provide him with UVB and an LED plant bar. So this is going to keep his plants alive. The UVB has been shown to improve the life of your reptiles, so it's something that we definitely recommend when housing ball pythons. Someone requested to see isopods. So like the crested geckos, I also raise up my own isopods. I mainly only focus on the powder whites and the dairy cows, but right here I have one of these little guys. Aren't they so cool?
Roly poly, no.
I just love these guys. I think isopods are so stinking cute, and I really like raising them, and I think they're super fun. Yeah, let's go home, little dude. Last question, and it has nothing to do with reptiles, but I thought it'd be fun, is what hair dye do I use? And I figured I'd give you a little bit of a story time. So I go to a professional stylist. When I was a teenager, I did fun colors, and I used to do it myself. I ruined my hair. I literally lost my hair in chunks after one bleaching accident, and since then, I have been terrified to do my own hair, and I have an excellent stylist that I go to that uses professional products and has the education to know what she's doing to not ruin my hair. So, my best advice if you want a fashion color, hair color, is to go to a professional. It is definitely something that is worth the money, is worth the time, and you end up with great results. Granted, I need a touch-up, so just, you know, go back to some old videos, see when I'm nice and vibrant.
Hey Zen friends, it's me Kasey, and I am on my way to the Flora Fauna Conference in Windham, New York. I'm so super duper excited. I'm stuck in a lot of traffic. I think I'm somewhere either in Massachusetts or Connecticut. No, I'm definitely in Massachusetts. But anyways, super excited for this show. I'm gonna be popping live a few times. I'm gonna be posting a lot to our stories to show you all the different critters and all the cool stuff that's gonna be happening. So make sure to follow us on Instagram and TikTok. Hey Zen friends, it's me Kasey, and I am here at the Flora Fauna Conference in Windham, New York, and we just got our booth all set up and we are ready, or almost ready. Doors will be opening in 1 hour, and we are here to take your orders and to show you our products. And there's just so many cool vendors here. There's so many amazing animals, and it's really a very special, unique event, and I can't wait to see you all. So make sure you drop by and say hi. Hey Zen friends, it is day 2 of the Flora Fauna Conference here in Windham, New York. Guys, it's so beautiful here, holy cow. I'm about to go down to the barn where the the conference is being held in just a few minutes. And when I get there, I'll show you guys all of the cool stuff. So make sure you're following along. I can't wait to share all of the exciting vendors. And oh my God, the plants, guys, the plants, they're incredible. Can't wait to see them. Hey Zen friends, so I just made it to the Flora Fauna Conference, and I am gonna go walk around and show you some of my favorite people that are here. So let's go take a look. Okay, so this first booth is one of my favorites. This is Reptiles. They are one of the sponsors here at the event, and they just have some of the most incredible cresteds. Like, look at these beautiful babies. I am obsessed. So make sure you take a look at their Instagram and follow along. The next booth I want to show is the Pangea booth. These guys are so amazing. I absolutely love. They have such incredible geckos and incredible people. So make sure you stop by and say hi. They're taking orders for all of their amazing products. And I mean, the Pangea diet is hands down the best diet in my opinion. Now, I had mentioned there are a ton of cool plants here. And oh my God, guys, out all of these beauties. This is from Fontanimal. Super cool stuff. Some really nice rare plants. I'm gonna be spending all my money today. Okay guys, up next is Celestial Exotics. Look at these geckos! Oh my God, Tyler Ruggie is here. Very exciting. We have some, oh God, look at all these gorgeous babies. These are just incredible, and Vans is always my favorite. I love that gecko. Hey Zen friends, I am here with Maddie. She is one of the co-owners of Celestial Exotics, which we featured a few minutes ago, and I wanted to introduce her because she is the newest member of the Zen marketing team. So everyone say big hi and wish Maddie all the success in her new position. Okay, next up we have Dakota Blue Exotics with his awesome tokay. Say hi, Dakota.
How's it going, internet?
Yes, look at these cool geckos. Amazing stuff here at the show, and super happy to have some local dudes here too. Very exciting. So obviously I'm very partial to the Zen Habitats booth. So take a look at it. Some amazing product samples. We're gonna show you how to build your Meridian enclosure. And we have this awesome stack. We're here to talk to you about all of the things Zen and show you our products, how they work, and teach you the benefits that can come from our products. So definitely come by, say hi. I'm here, we have stickers, really exciting stuff. Hey guys, I am at another fantastic booth. We are at Dirt Daddy. All these plants, oh my God, these really cool bioactive setups and isopods galore. So much fun stuff. These guys are fantastic. We're actually doing a workshop with them on Sunday on how to build a bioactive enclosure. So if you're here, if you're in the area, Windham, New York, we're gonna be doing that on Sunday. Hey Zen friends, we're seeing some awesome familiar faces here at the Flora Fauna Conference. We have Jess Vasquez of Little Monsters Reptiles, and we found a friend. Check this beautiful tegu out. If you have not seen the episode Talking Tegus on our YouTube channel, make sure you go check it out and see all of the fun facts, and we're gonna be posting more pictures of this cutie, definitely. Talk to you later. Hey Zen friends, I'm at another really cool booth. This is the Gecko King. He's got so many cool geckos. All of these amazing guys. Check out the size of these lychees. What? And this tokay. Say hi, buddy. Awesome geckos. Make sure you check out everything. And if you're here at the show, stop by and say hi. Hey Zen friends, so this is Gabby, and she is the whole reason we have Flora Fauna, so make sure to give her all the love. She has put on such a fantastic event, and we are so honored to be here. And you're so nice. Thank you. We're so excited about this conference, so
definitely make sure to check out all of Gabby's cool stuff.
Thank you. Come follow us on Morph Menagerie and on Flora Fauna Conference. We are so excited to have you. Hopefully get you next year.
Yeah.
Thanks!
Hey guys, we're back. We have another friend. This is Zoe of CA Reptiles, and she is an amazing educator. She's also a Zen affiliate, so make sure to go check out her content. She's got an awesome page, awesome education, doing great stuff. So thanks, Zoe. Thank you. We'll see you later. Hey Zen friends, it's me, Kasey again. I'm checking in. I have this awesome lychee from the Gecko King. Look at this little potato. Isn't it so stinking cute? Very cool geckos for sure. Oh, hi Dakota. Check out this lychee.
Hey Zen friends, it's me Kasey again, and I am back. It's about 8 o'clock, or almost 8 o'clock, and the auction here at the Flora Fauna Conference is about to start. Super excited for this. There's a lot of high-end animals, and I think this is going to be absolutely amazing. I'm going to give you guys a little preview of the table in just a minute. Okay guys, here are the auction items. Check it out. It is in... We have some bioactive supplies, some amazing geckos, and just the insane animals that are on this table. Super high-end, beautiful creatures. Gonna be absolutely amazing. I can't wait to see how this auction goes.
7K, can I get a 72? 72, going once. 72, going twice.
Hey Zen friends, we are herping at the Flora Fauna Conference. We are here. We got Maddie and Tyler Ruggie from Celestial Exotics. And check out this cool dude. Awesome stuff. Hey Zen friends, we are on the last day of the Flora Fauna Conference here in Windham, New York. Oh my God, we just did some morning yoga. It was fantastic. It's just so beautiful. We're going to have a bunch of workshops and roundtable discussions in a little while. It's going to be a really great day for learning, and I can't wait.
I think we went over a lot of really great information on this episode of Kasey Talks Critters. We'll be back next month with a very special guest. Make sure that you are hitting that notification bell so you will be notified for our next episode and more videos from our channel. We are also, again, on all of the other social media platforms, so take a minute and follow us on all of those, and check us out on your favorite podcast platform. We'll catch you next time. Thanks so much.